15 or 20 already, so if you could just make sure you just email them to me.
It's been going really well. We're really pleased with the way that they've been working, because they're getting access to information from our feeder primary schools that we couldn't get ourselves. Because if we tried to do it, then obviously the youngsters themselves would be very aware that they were talking to us about us. So to get a more objective view via the students, that's been really informative. And they've also generated an awful lot of enthusiasm in terms of how we can promote ourselves. For instance, the Christmas fair on Friday night was just a superb event, and they really got stuck into that. They got us an awful lot of input from various businesses in the locality, from the cinema, from Starbucks. They came along, all sorts of raffle prizes, and then they got dressed up on the evening as well, coming as elves, penguins and things of that nature. So that was superb. Yeah, really good. Very pleased. Yeah, looking forward to the next part of the project and how that's going to develop. From their point of view, what they're getting is a very real experience of helping us as a client to move forward with the problem that we're experiencing. So they're having to analyse what exactly the problem is and what we need to be doing about it in order to try and generate some proposals. And not only that, but they're helping us to achieve that. So in terms of employability, they've got something that they can look at, what have they learned from it, but also something they can refer to in an interview and saying, you know, we've actually achieved this so far whilst we were students. What could we achieve when we're out there in the real world?
It's gone really well for me. The students have actually done some excellent research that is stuff that I can't do in-house. They've actually had the time and energy and just looking at something differently from what you do when you're running a business day to day. They've actually they've looked at the website in a different way, so we've made some tweaks and changes to that. They've actually made some recommendations that we've taken on board. They actually came down to a trade show, or a retail show, the Baby Show in London, and were able to do some research there, as well as getting really good feedback for what they're going to be doing in the future. I think it's excellent. I think they're getting a real life experience to be able to go into the workplace. Some of the feedback that I'm actually able to give them about how they're working as a PR team, their individual roles, and how they're actually transferring what they're learning in lectures into a real life basis, I think is excellent. I think that they're learning an awful lot. They knew a lot about some things, but they're now learning an awful lot more about how to actually use it. It's not just words anymore, they're actually doing it.
Thanks very much to the second of our...
attended the lead course at UCLan, and on the back of that, one of the representatives came and spoke about the opportunities and highlighted UK progress to us, and followed that up with Chris, met with the team, and yeah, definitely wanted to go ahead with it. It's great. I think we've got a really good team there, really understand what we need, and they found 2 key objectives which we both identified, and they're following up really well for the next year. The thing I really liked was that it's a real world case study. We can kind of give them a taste of what we do, and also it gives them a taste of what is needed in the real world. We're also quite critical. We're not humouring them, and we're telling them exactly what we need and expect. Already we've had some good ideas, and we're actually implementing a lot of them with external people. For example, like social media, we've hooked them up with our guy who does that. They've been talking to our network team who does the computer side of things. So all the way through, every idea they're coming up with, we're actually trying to make real world and make happen.
Right, thank you very much.
Okay, we'll get everything sorted.
Thanks a lot. I think it's going really, really well. They've been really helpful to us. They've given us insights certainly from the student perspective that I, after doing this for a number of years, haven't considered. So it's been really, really helpful, certainly in terms of employability, for our students to be able to use real life clients. I think it's definitely helped the students' employability. In fact, what I've offered my team is the opportunity to promote themselves, PR themselves on our Fresh Start website with their own biographies, their own skill sets, so that they can attract visibly other employers, maybe put links onto our website in their CV so that they can promote the work that they've been doing for us at UCLan.